Well, this afternoon we are getting excited because guess what? Live Golf will make its debut right here in Central Indiana in 2025. Now, the Professional Men's Golf Tour announced they will be bringing the event to Club at Chatham Hills. That's in Westfield, just north of Indianapolis. The tour will be here in August of 2025 for the 15th through the 17th. Players will be competing for the title while others will be fighting to get out of the drop zone to qualify for spots in 2026. So this comes as Indy has hosted several events, putting so many eyes on this region, making it a renowned candidate for events to come. Our 13 News team was at that announcement today where city and sports leaders were thrilled about the tour coming to Central Indiana. Take a listen.
I think, it's another thing that lets us continue to grow on the Olympics, NBA All-Star. It's really elevating Indianapolis to hosting more and more international recognition of sports.
And the average prize bag for the winner of the Live Golf Championship, it's about $4 million. It's expected to bring about 30,000 people to Westfield. And we have more on the tour right now if you go to WTHR.com. And Sean, this is big for Central Indiana, big for Westfield. So many people coming to our area. Today, yes, we're getting a little chillier, right?
A little bit. How about we'll go a lot chillier perhaps by the end of next week, but we'll get to that part of the forecast in a little bit. Rain is the big story today. Not right now, but it will be for the afternoon
rush hour
commute. Yes. Let's show you what's going on here. So clouds more bark than bite. At this time, that will definitely be changing. We've been talking about the rain coming in later today, and you can see it on live Doppler 13 radar here. So we got a little piece of energy that's about to enter southwestern Indiana, and then we have the front itself that's still way back to the west of us. So let's kind of dive in, show you what's happening here over central Indiana at this hour. The clouds increasing, but still some filtered sunshine for another couple of hours. 50 in Indy right now, 54 degrees in Terre Haute, and temperatures about 5 degrees warmer, if you will, than they were yesterday. 50 east-southeast wind at about 9 to 10, and as we get closer to 3-4 o'clock, rain ramps up from southwest to northeast, and it will be a wet rush hour here. Nothing severe, though we are going to have some heavy rain rates at times. And this is at 9 o'clock. We are all going to be in the rain here. This will impact the entire state. The heaviest will move out by tomorrow morning, but we're still going to be in the showers for the better part of Thursday. We'll let you know how much rain we're expecting coming up in the 7-day outlook.
All right. Thanks, Sean. All right, so take a look at this. Water spewing everywhere, causing flooding on the city's south side. This after a water main break disrupted traffic on Meridian Street, just south of East Troy Avenue. Now, we first told you about this. It's breaking news on 13 Sunrise when it happened around 5 this morning. Our 13 News team was at that scene and saw major backups as crews worked to contain that water. A spokesperson from Citizens Energy Group says their crews were working to close the valve and isolate the issue. At this hour, the break has been contained, and we are working to learn if traffic in that area is still impacted. Well, this afternoon, 13 News is following the latest on an overnight shooting on the city's east side. We now know the name of the man killed. Police tell us they found the body of 32-year-old Devin Highball. Now, this shooting happened on Heiner Lane, that's near 16th and Shaitland Avenue, around 12:45 this morning. Right now, IMPD does believe this was a targeted shooting, but say they don't have any suspects in custody.
What we need from the public is anyone that might have heard or saw anything, especially if they have any videos. There's several residences along here, so hopefully you guys can get this out and they might see it on the morning news and be able to call in with some video footage.
Something very important that detectives are working for as they continue to check the area for clues and again asking neighbors for any doorbell camera video. Well, we are also working to learn the latest following a house fire in Fishers. We also told you about this as breaking news on 13 Sunrise. A viewer sent us this video of the fire. It happened at the intersection of Lake Stonebridge Lane and Grindstone Drive. That's near 116th and Hoosier Road. Investigators are still working to learn how the fire may have started, and they tell us there were no injuries and everyone inside the home made it out safely. We are getting a look at security video this afternoon showing a woman's car getting stolen right out of her driveway. This happened around 4:30 yesterday morning near 21st and Arlington on the city's east side. Our Chase Howell talked to that woman who says she keeps to herself and never bothers anyone.
While that may be true, that didn't stop someone from busting out her passenger side window while someone else stood by on the lookout with a gun. Watch as these two people check the handles of Monique Taylor's car. Once they realize it's locked, one of them works on taking out the passenger side window. As the second person makes their way to the front door, you can see a gun in their hand. But as they walk back down the driveway, the person turns around, puts both hands on the gun, and points it directly at the home.
It's a guy standing on my front porch pointing the gun at my house. Like, for instance, like if I come out or open the door or anything or say anything, they were going to start shooting at my house.
After a few minutes, one of the individuals is able to get the car started and take off in it.
I looked out the window, my car is gone. I'm like, oh my gosh, my car is gone or whatever. So I just panic and start hollering and screaming or whatever.
Taylor says she's called police and her insurance. She says because she only has liability insurance, it's up to her to figure out how to get around.
I'm going to have to probably get a rental, and it's going to suck. I don't have any money like that saved to even really try to go get a car or a rental like that or whatever. So I don't even know what I'm going to do.
Taylor asks if anyone sees a 2013 Kia Optima with the license plate TEL 949 to call police. In 2023, IMPD says they had about 1,200 Kias stolen. As for the number this year, the department says they're working on getting it to me. But in the meantime, they want to remind people to never leave anything of value in your car. And if you need to, grab one of those steering wheel locks. And I know this may sound obvious to some, but don't leave your car unattended, even as it gets colder, just to warm up your car for a couple minutes. Reporting here in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Thank you, Chase. Well, now we are getting a closer look at life in Delphi after the Richard Allen trial. We know Allen is now back in the Cass County Jail after a jury found him guilty on all 4 counts of murdering Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017. The trial bringing renewed attention to that small community, attention that wasn't always welcome. Now, the barriers and barricades set up around the Carroll County Courthouse are coming down. Our crew saw the metal detectors going unused, and the signs of the trial and this case are not completely erased from Delphi. You can still find messages of support for Abby and Libby and their families. Now, we have covered all of the developments in this case extensively. You can scan that QR code to find our past stories. It will take you right to WTHR.com/Delphi. Well, Hamilton Heights High School is having an e-learning day today after the principal there, Jared Mason, passed away. The superintendent confirms with 13 News that Mason died yesterday. The message posted on social media did not disclose how he died, but it says Mason was beloved and calls on students and staff to come together to support one another. The high school will also have an e-learning day tomorrow. There will be extra counselors and staff in the building today and tomorrow between 9 and 11 a.m. for anyone who may need to talk to someone. This afternoon, we are just a few months to the start of the legislative session here in Indiana, and IPS is prepared to focus on the future with laying out its priorities for lawmakers. Dr. Rachel Santos, who's been with the district since July, she spent several months working to identify focus areas. Santos cited 6 areas that need improvement: support for early learning programs, enhanced support for diverse student needs, student health checkups, college affordability, growing the teacher pipeline, and reading success for all. IPS says it plans to work with lawmakers on these initiatives.
and making sure that Dr. Johnson and our deputy superintendent are in front of legislators and are at the tables where decisions are being made when it comes to our city and when it comes to our state.
And the goal here is that any changes will make a big improvement on the lives and families of students in the district.